Gusto mo bang magnegosyo?
Aba, wag nang ipagpabukas yan.
Dapat startup now na!
Pero bago ang lahat, kailangan muna nating ayusin ang motivation at mindset. Dahil sa mundo ng negosyo, ang tunay na puhunan ay ang puso at ang utak.
Tama-tama kasi pag-uusapan natin today ang mga tips para makatulong sa ating mga aspiring entrepreneurs or those people na nasa industry na. First, we'll talk about winning habits of successful entrepreneurs
Dealing with self-doubts and business failures.
and time management tips para sa ating mga businesspreneurs. The first thing I think that is a trait shared by all successful entrepreneurs ay passion and purpose. They have a clear vision kung anong gusto nilang mangyari, and they have a very strong desire to breathe life into those visions and goals.
I agree. Kaya nga, common sa kanila yung ceaseless enthusiasm for learning. They go for mentorships, tapos they do a lot of researching, tapos they observe tirelessly sa paligid nila para madagdagan pa yung kaalaman nila at ma-incorporate nila yun sa big ideas nila.
Yes, and isa pa sa mga common habits ng mga successful na negosyante ay ang pagiging consistent. Hindi lang sila basta motivated, disiplinado rin sila kahit sa mga araw na walang ganang gumalaw.
Tama! Gaya ng pagising ng maaga, paglista ng mga goals at paggawa sa mga ito as plan. At yung tuloy-tuloy na pag-aaral kahit busy. Another habit na common sa kanila, growth mindset. They always believe na there is always a room for improvement. Kaya they always try to learn, not just to survive, but to thrive.
And may isa pa ako napansin, yung habit of reflecting. Successful entrepreneurs take time to review what worked, what failed, at paano sila matututo para mas bumuti pa ang kanilang mga negosyo.
Yes, and from that thorough reflection on important matters, they continue to persevere with a better mindset. Since may experience na sila, mas alam na nila kung paano magre-respond sa situations and challenges.
And of course, hindi mawawala ang habit of networking. Di sila nahihiyang humingi ng tulong o makipag-collaborate. Kasi learning doesn't stop. You'll always learn a thing or two no matter how small of an info you think it is.
Now let's talk about self-doubts and business failures. May gusto ka bang share sa ating mga viewers?
Alam mo minsan, kahit gaano ka ka-ready, darating at darating pa rin ang self-doubt at failures. And that's not a weakness. Normal yan.
Yes, actually, failure is part of the journey naman talaga. Ilan lang ba yung mga hindi nag-fail sa buhay, di ba? Most of us, if not all, experience letdown and defeats once in a while. Pero ang tanong, paano mo i-handle? Ang unang step, i-acknowledge ang failure and the feeling of disappointment that comes with it. Because it is only when you recognize something's presence that you begin to accept it and move forward.
Right? And the next step is, i-reframe mo ang failure. Hindi yan dulo, kundi detour. Tanungin mo ang sarili mo, anong natutunan ko rito? Kasi minsan may binibigay yan na mas magandang direction. Maybe something did not work because you did this, so when you do it in a different way, mag-work na. Then after the acknowledgement of sadness, be positive naman about growth. You cannot stay sad because your success story goes on.
Agree. Siyempre, hindi ka dapat papayag na your story will end there just because you failed. It is now time to correct what was wrong or improve what was lacking. Then, resume na sa pag-achieve ng goals. If you need guidance, seek assistance from experts or experienced people, di ba?
Yes, hindi naman laging alam natin lahat eh. Minsan we need to see things in others' point of view. Kaya if you need mentors, advisors, or even people na mag-encourage sa'yo, don't be afraid to reach out. Kasi malay mo, they've already experienced it or may insight sila na makakatulong sa'yo.
And my last advice, huwag mong i-compare ang sarili mo sa iba. May kanya-kanyang timeline ng success. Focus ka lang sa sarili mong growth. And rest if necessary, then go on.
Yes, so ito naman ang pinaka-challenge for me, yung time management. Paano mo pag-aatihin yung oras mo sa negosyo, pamilya, sarili at iba pa?
Ay, may tip ako. First tip, plan your day the night before. Simple lang to pero effective. Kapag may guide ka na kasi sa umaga, you know now what to do. Last chance na mag-aaksaya ka pa ng oras kasi may idea ka na how things would go. Kung gaano kahaba yung oras mo para sa isang bagay or even for breaks.
Another thing is gamitin mo ang 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle. This concept suggests that approximately 80% of results come from 20% of efforts or causes.
Yan. And another, Provide specific time slots for each activity para focused ka. For example, between 2 to 3 p.m., you would only write proposals. So you stop yourself from thinking of other tasks muna. Kasi may time ka naman para sa kanila. In this way, focused ka.
And syempre, kasama sa time management ang knowing when to rest. Hindi ka robot. Recharge ka rin para hindi ka ma-burnout.
Ayan mga kanegosyo, sana ay marami kayong practical tips na nakuha mula sa episode namin tungkol sa motivation and mindset.
Yes, kahit may self-doubt, kahit may failure, go lang ng go. Basta may tamang mindset, motivation at diskarte, makakarating ka rin sa tagumpay.
So don't forget to like, share, and i-follow ang aming page para sa mas marami pang discarding pang negosyo na swak sa'yo.
Yes, kasi mas marami pa tayong pag-uusapan sa mga susunod na episodes.
Kaya tumutok na sa startup,
Now na!
Usapang Payaman, Online Tambayan. Bye!